I'm happy to have a client that has 100 IQ. If you want to have 140 IQ outcomes with your 100 IQ, you're going to have to outwork those people. And here's the bright light. There's a lot of people that have 130, 140, 150 IQ that they're less capable of you because they're leaning back on that. And when you're outworking them and they're like, I'm smart, I don't have to do much. If you get to work and you go build something, you'll crush those people.
Hi, Derek. I just want to say a few things. We've only in the first 4 weeks of the program, and what I've accomplished has just been overwhelming. The books, the homework is all designed to improve my confidence and help manage my money better, my financial situation. Anyone thinking about signing up, highly recommend. Just makes everything so much more efficient and puts you on the right track. It'll definitely pay for itself. Thanks, Derek.
Liviet, I believe is your name. I was born with a mid-range IQ, probably 100, just smart enough to know that I'm a self-proclaimed dummy. I take Adderall and Red Bull. It helps me throughout the day. What if you were born with a 90 to 100 IQ and tired of failing? You know, look, somebody who has that 100 IQ, which just means average, by the way. That's a normal IQ. 100 is average, is the mean IQ. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what most people have, okay? Now, where you get into trouble is an IQ around 83 or less. That's what the data says about this. It's not politically correct to talk about it, but it is factually correct. So, according to the United States Army, who started the IQ tests about 110 years ago, when you have an IQ, well, it's illegal. It's illegal if your IQ is below 83, you cannot be admitted to the US military because they know you're too dumb. It's illegal to admit someone with less than an 83 IQ because that person's going to cause trouble for the others. All right? So that's really where things fall off a cliff. And, you know, it's not their fault. I'm not blaming them. It's not their fault. But those people are not going to have, they're not capable of having the same outcomes that you could have. Yeah? They're not capable of having those normal brain function and the type of good quality outcomes that someone with that 100 IQ could have. I think, I'm sure I have plenty of clients that have 100 IQ. I'm happy to have a client that has 100 IQ. If you want to have 140 IQ outcomes with your 100 IQ, you're going to have to outwork those people. And here's the bright light. There's a lot of people that have 130, 140, 150 IQ that they're less capable of you because they're leaning back on that. And when you're outworking them and they're like, I'm smart, I don't have to do much. You know what? If you get to work and you go build something, you'll crush those people. I know plumbers that are multimillionaires. I know electricians. I was talking to one yesterday. I was talking to an electrician that's quite wealthy. Ran his own business for 20 years. Great guy. His name's Jose. Great guy. Okay? I know people, these were not, it's not because of their high IQ, it's because they had a normal IQ like you, and they were hard workers, and they were smart. They got help. They had mentors. They got help. They're smart people. They worked hard. They worked hard is the key part. So, I'd be happy to help. If you're a serious person, if you're willing to outwork somebody that's smarter than you, you're going to have better results than somebody who's smarter than you. Fact. Mercedes, I worked at home. You wrote me that already, Mercedes. Oh, the screen moved, excuse me. Viraj says, hey, Derek, I enjoyed Markets Mastery and currently make entrepreneurial money, but want to learn more about the real estate program. Is it broken down into the same structure of homework, weekly book accountability calls, etc.? Is it the similar 15 to 20 hours per week commitment? That's exactly right. That's the right structure. It's not like there's a different structure. Those are different topics. We're going to discuss mostly entrepreneurship of like thinking clearly and how to be a good entrepreneur in the entrepreneurship program, in the Moneyberg mentoring program. Obviously, the global markets program, as you know, Markets Mastery. You've seen how that was. And then in the real estate program, it's going to be the real estate version of Markets Mastery. So very similar structure of the program, very similar structure, totally different content. So 100% different content, but the same structure that you know and love. Correct. Danielle K says, hello, Derek. Hope you're well. I'm a UK-based investor. I have a construction company and a property portfolio that I grow at a steady rate. Yeah, respect. I think you were going to write a continued sentence, but it might have cut off there, Daniel. Well, first of all, Daniel, respect to you. And under normal times, I go to the UK. I was last in the UK in March. And under normal times, I went to the UK, 5 times a year, 4 or 5, 6 times every year. Every couple months I was over there. I love London. I spent at least a year of my life in London. I've been to many other cities over there. You go to Oxford and Bath and Salisbury and all the places that an American tourist goes to visit. So and also the number 2 country, my fans and clients, the number 2 country is the United Kingdom. Number 2 country that loves Derek Moneyberg is in fact the UK. So I'll be back over there in real life. Can't wait to have real events. Can't wait to have public real events again when the world comes to its senses. I'd love to help you on the real estate program. I know I can help you even more. I'm sure you're doing great. I know I could help you even more. And you have the type of infrastructure. If you had one great idea, if you walked away with one great idea, it's nothing for you to make a few £1,000s. If you had one half-ass idea, if I helped you with one small idea, you'd have your money back immediately because you already have infrastructure and knowledge. So I think that you're a high leverage client, that you're already in a position that you're smart and, as you say, growing at a steady rate. I could help you increase that and do even better. If you're serious, I'd love to have you. Love to have you involved. Luis Philippe L. True self-motivation equals letting ourselves feel like shit if it happens and do it anyway. Absolutely. Absolutely. I never make a decision, I wake up, am I in the mood for success today? Am I in the mood to accomplish some goals today? I don't want to make an emotional decision like that. What kind of loser would give up their goals because they're not in the mood today? I like prosperity every day of the year. I love prosperity every day. This year is a leap year. 366 days in a leap year. I love leap year. There's an extra day to be prosperous. There's no day of the year that I'm like, oh, we'll just let this day slide by and not do something. Gross. William W. says, the price of ignorance is always the most expensive. Totally agree, William. Totally agree. The price of ignorance is always the most expensive. And then you die. And it's a tragedy. Next comment, he says, thanks, Derek and team. Click the link now. Thank you, William. That's very thoughtful. I appreciate that. Here's the rest of John's comment. He says, I'll go to the first one. I'm completely new to this, but I'm ready. My question is, would Markets Mastery or Moneyberg Mentoring be a better fit for someone like that? I'm mainly looking to building wealth through investing, and I don't want to end up buying the wrong course. John, I can tell you very sincerely that both of them would help you in business. To really be extraordinarily successful in business, you have to know how those 3 things are intertwined. That's why they're 3 separate courses. But if you're really excited about markets, then you want to join Markets Mastery. If you're most excited about investing right now, you'd like to join Markets Mastery and start there. And you're going to have such a great foundation of that. You'll thank me later. Most importantly, you thank yourself later, John. Most importantly, you'll thank yourself later. So check out Markets Mastery. Click that link. Tell my guys you want to be on Markets Mastery. Really happy to help you. Really happy to help. Alex M. is someone who was laid off but used his pandemic opportunity to focus on my passion in fitness. What can I do to help generate more clients and separate myself from the saturated market that is personal training? Bro, one of my best friends in life is a guy named Brandon Carter. And he's the guy that helps people with this fitness business stuff, okay? He helps people with the online fitness business. And I know this because I talk a lot of business with him. I've helped him with a lot of business things, but that's his niche, that he's a super fit guy, Brandon Carter. Find him on Instagram, King Keto, KINGKETO. Brandon's one of my best friends in the world. He helps people with this niche, this fitness business, okay? And he did a lot of modeling stuff. He's a super fit guy, made a lot of money. He's a personal trainer, he was a model, and now he helps people build their businesses online in the fitness niche specifically. So that's a guy you'd want to see about that. Smart guy. You see me, he has me on his Instagram all the time. So I learned everything I know about finance from Derek Moneyberg. I helped him make a lot of money this year. Great friend. I helped him make a lot of money this year. But about a fitness business specifically, that's the best guy in the world doing that. If you didn't like this video, please feel free to unfollow. My clients and I celebrate when the wrong person leaves our lives. But if you did like this video, if you're a person that's dedicated to success, dedicated to a better life, make sure you like and subscribe. I have a lot more to share with you. I look forward to seeing you at one of my live events in the future or as a client on one of my paid mentoring programs.